Ole, you did quite some extended research for the past decades on alleged attacks on society, sort of unraveled the political motives behind eliminations, terror attacks, mass shootings, so on. We're currently in a crazy situation where my doubts are becoming stronger on the complete narrative, in which I can actually raise only two questions: whether governments are stupid, or are we in the middle of a controlled plan?
I would say that ever since the Roman Empire, or maybe earlier before that as well, there's always been a small little group of people who have been trying to control us, to control the population in different ways. Where they've been trying to turn the population into their slaves. And the question is how to do that. And this is where I believe that the Romans were the ones that came up with a few templates that have been used to this very day by the elite few, the people who have chosen themselves as our leaders, as our gods, as whatever, you know. And so it has always been a question, how can they control the population? Because if the population understood that they were controlled, the few would have a problem, because the population are normally a lot of people, the leaders are a few. So over the years, one of the things, or some of these templates that they have developed, being repeatedly used over and over and over again. The elite few only had one actual weapon against us, and that weapon is fear. Without fear, we cannot be controlled. So they need us fearful at all times. And if there isn't an outer enemy, if there is an enemy out there, it's good for them. They can just point and say, oh my God, the Germans are coming, the Muslims are coming, the whatever is coming. We have the enemy out there. We have to unite in the face of whatever, the terrorists, whatever. But when there is no threat, a real threat out there, they have to create it. They need to create these threats themselves. And this is where we're coming into modern times, where this has been used so many times, where we're talking about fake threats, we're talking about fake attacks, we're talking about fake mass shootings, we're talking fake terror incidents and so on. The few in power secretly create a problem, and nowadays it's more or less always a matter of an alleged mass shooting, alleged terror attack, alleged financial crash, or a virus. The reason they create this problem is to get an emotional outcry of fear from the population, and to get them into a reaction, not an action where we actually have the time to think. They just want us to emotionally react and go into, oh my God, something needs to be done. We need protection here. It is a marketing, but in this case, the product is fear to control us. That's everything. There's problem, reaction. Boom, something goes off. We go into absolute freak out mode. Oh my God, something needs to be done. We are under threat here. And so we turn towards the few that we think are there to protect us, not understanding that it's actually them who have created the problem, saying, please help us, we need protection. And they will then say, well, the only way we can protect you with this horrible problem is, and in comes the solution. And the solution is every single time something we would never ever have accepted had it not been for the problem, reaction, solution. And the solution every single time is also the same. It is your freedoms out of the window. It is you who have to pay for your slavery. It is you who have to pay for unjust wars. It is you who have to pay for more and more surveillance, more and more Robocops. The police turn into military forces with tanks and whatever, then to control you, not to defend you, not to protect you. That is what the plan is.